Hey y'all, happy Friday. Fangirl Friday, and please excuse me, a, a miniature kitten has entered the chat. She seems to think that it's time to be fed, but she has 28 minutes and she's going to have to wait. Anyway, I am here to talk about the two things I'm fanning out on this week. Both things I rediscovered, but wanted to talk about because they were on the top of my mind. And they are the TV show Found and memes. And actually, the memes, yes, I fangirl on them. But my question to y'all also, thank you so much for the new subscribers. Hi. So my question to y'all, and put it in the comments, um, are memes art? University of New York weighed in. And there were differing opinions, but as I read through the article, the main takeaway was yes. Also, Crimson at Harvard also weighed in. Of course, Reddit has weighed in. Um, and our memes art. The reason why I bring this up is that my son was we were hanging out the other night and he was on Pinterest, like you do. You're right. You ignore what's on TV and you spend time together without spending time together. I think we all do this um, in all families. But he was on his Pinterest and he was like, I used to be so good. I had an art board and I'm cultured and I'm this and I'm that. And said, but inevitably, because I like funny art, and inevitably it turns into memes. And now my art board seems to be a meme board. And so I said, well, is that wrong? Aren't memes art? Certainly, creating a good meme is an art form. Also, I will take it a step further. I have a very good friend, a real motherfucking homie, and you know who you are, who is the queen of curating the perfect stack of memes to send to the perfect person at the perfect time. She is a goddess, an absolute witch, wizard of creating the most perfect memes and seems to know without speaking to me or reading a text message or us interacting, seems to know on the exact day. If I'm having a day where I feel like I might want to choose violence and I'm not in the mood to be so nice, and sometimes want to be snarky, and she knows and sends me the appropriate stack of memes. So, in addition to me being a big fan of memes, believing that memes are art, shout out to this homie who does create the perfect stack of memes for my mood. So all of those things. What do y'all? How do y'all feel? Like, and I'm not on Instagram. I don't know how to access memes, which is why people younger than me have to send them to me. I would like to learn how to make them because I think it would be really fun. And you know, arguments could be made that my entire personality is a meme at times. But what do y'all think? Tell me. And then the other thing I'm going to talk about is Found. 2 seasons now on Peacock, and I'm not sure if it's on NBC or not. I've never watched it on live TV. I've only ever watched it on Peacock. But, wait a minute, is it on the thing? Does it tell me? No, because that's not what I clipped. Um, Shanola Hampton, who, was, in the show Shameless, the Showtime show Shameless. We've got Mark Paul Gosselaar. I'm sorry, buddy. I don't know how to pronounce your last name, and I apologize. I haven't listened. Um, and spoiler alert, because I'm going to tell you the entire plot of the show. But there's a whole season. Like nothing. Like this is mostly spoiled in the very first episode. So, sorry, I have a cat going nuts. I'm going to pause yet and let this little one out. Sorry, cat problems, cat lady problems. But anyway, so this woman, Gabby Mosley, played by beautifully by Shanola Hampton, and she's also an executive producer on the show. Um, was a victim of abduction when she was in her teens by this very creepy guy who we find out had been her teacher, Sir, played by the Saved by the Bell guy. And she now, grown up after having escaped that situation, runs a crisis PR firm that finds missing people that are in at risk populations and overlooked populations and aren't the cute blonde cheerleader, aren't Gabby Petito. You know what I'm saying? I've talked about this before, like, indigenous women, people of color, trans people, differently abled people, all kinds of things. And these people get overlooked. There's not a lot of press. There's not 7 documentaries about it. You know what I'm saying? And so it highlights that and these stories, which is good. And it's very good. But what keeps as and the message is clear and important. The writing is a little heavy-handed and the production value isn't there, but I think that's because maybe the network hasn't given them the resources that they need. The raw materials are there. They need a little bit of support and money from the fucking network. So y'all wake up because the show is good. And I know it's a toxic trait. But anyway, so she was a victim of these kidnappings. We find out at the end of the first episode that the man that abducted her played Sir, right? Played by the Saved by the Bell guy. She has captured and has in her basement and is making her find the missing people and kind of atone for his past sins and like is she going to kill him, what's she going to do, and it's about that and the relationships within the firm and everybody's story. It's very good. And yes, my toxic trait is the interplay between Sir and Gabby. Uncle, I'm sorry, I'm interested. And every week my kids and I, and we watch it together without fail. I always mention I watch it. I don't usually cover it because it's almost a private thing, but I want to talk about it. Um, every single week, we're like, "Oh my god, this is stupid." Also, the guy that plays Trent, please either kill Trent or recast him because, yes, you're a very pretty man, but you cannot act. Please stop trying. Anyway, other than that, but we're like, "Oh, this is stupid," and "Fuck Trent," and this and that and the other, and why you don't have to shove it down our throat. But we cry every single episode. We agree with them every single episode, and we cannot look away. Something weird that we do in my house, like when we want something from somebody, and like my daughter tries to give Puss in Boots eyes, but we also do the "Can I have boo boo boo?" And so whenever it's time to watch Found, one of the kids will come to my door and be like, "Found." So anyway, shout out to both those things, Found and memes, and the curator of the perfect memes. All of these things are art forms. Y'all tell me what you think. Join me later this weekend. I'm not sure if it's going to be Saturday or Sunday. I'll be doing my weekly sauce again now that I'm not sick. And we'll talk about everything I consumed this week and what all we're talking about in my house. And then also, yes, I know I owe you 8 episodes, 9 episodes of The Pit, and we're gonna start on Handmaid's Tale too. Now that Beverly Hills is over and it's just the Valley, which that's a whole other thing. Um, but should be a little bit easier for me to get to some shit. Y'all have a great rest of your Friday. Have a great start to your weekend. Take care of y'all. Bye.